Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I did a poll on Instagram the other day whether you guys wanted to see a video on how I waxed my own legs at home, and I did get a few votes for yes, so that's what we're doing today. I've just changed position a bit because, as you can see, Leo's on the floor playing and he wanted to play with the tripod, and he does it a little bit in the video as well. This is super easy. I've only recently started waxing my legs. I used to only shave for years, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna try waxing. So that's what I did. I've only done it maybe about 5 times now, and I've got it down perfectly. I wax my mum, I wax my sister, so I'm pretty good at it, and they say I've never hurt them, and they are very happy whenever I do it for them as well. This is the easiest way, and it's very inexpensive. I'm going to show you everything that I use, all the tips that I have, and everything I mentioned will be linked down in the description box. And make sure to follow me on Instagram as well. And if you like this video and my channel and content, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and let's go ahead and get started in the video. So you want to put a towel down just in case you make a mess with the wax or anything. So I'm just going to start off by putting some baby powder on. This is going to soak up any excess moisture, and I'm going to hold the spatula this way so it's easier to glide the wax on, because if you hold it straight it's just not going to spread it that easily. I always start at the bottom like so I'll do that whole section in one go. Start here, so this tab is where you're going to be pulling up, so you put the wax down and pull up. So just place that down, give it a few nice rubs back and forth, then you hold the skin tight at the bottom of the ankle and rip up. And you can use that same strip and finish off this whole section just using the same strip. So hold at the bottom, you got to tug down there and then pull up. I would say probably the most sensitive part is where the shin is. Everything else is pretty good, but I mean, it doesn't bother me honestly. Just turn your leg a bit to the side. The tighter you hold the bottom, the less painful it will be. Then I'm just taking off whatever excess wax is there, and that's done. So then we're going to move up a bit and do the same step. I'm taking a new strip, same thing, give it a good rub, hold the skin down and rip up. For the knees, this is a bit tricky. What you want to do is bend it at an angle like this. So completely bend your legs, because it's just going to be easier that way. And stretch the knee up and then pull down. So you're pulling the skin nice and tight. That's going to make the wax easier to spread. So pull it nice and tight and then just spread it down. You got that whole section covered. Take a new strip, and this I do like to work in halves, so in little sections like that. It just comes off a little bit easier than doing the whole lot in one strip. Nice and bent, hold down, rip up. I get so caught up in the middle. And if you give this a really nice rub, it's a lot easier to get off that way. Now I am going to use a new strip for the next half. So make sure the leg is nice and bent, hold down, rip up. Then you fold your strip in half and get rid of any excess wax. So now moving on to the thighs, I split it in 2 halves again. So I do the first half like so, and I go to that far, and then we'll get the back a bit later. I'm going to show you how to do that. Same thing, starting off like so. Leave that big old piece at the bottom because that's where you're going to pull, hold down tight and just pull upwards. So I'm just going to do the top of my thighs now. When you get to like a fleshy part like this, if you hold the skin, it's actually easier to spread the wax. Same thing, starting from the top, give it a good rub, hold tight and then pull up. Then you fold it in half and you can get rid of any excess wax. If you can hear a little baby, that's just Leo. That's the whole front section done. Now we're going to do the back. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. So to do the back of your calf, you just want to bend your leg like this so you can work this way. Wax going downwards like so. That's about all I'm going to be able to reach in that section, so I'm just going to do it in halves like that. Again, give it a good rub and flex your foot up like that and then rip up, because obviously you can't hold like that, it's just not going to work. So as long as your foot is flexed, you'll be able to rip up like that. Very important to keep the skin nice and taut when you're ripping it up. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. So I'm just going to go in halves over here. Same thing, foot's nice and taut. See, Leo's just chilling with me. So now we're going to do this part of the leg. So now my foot, I'm facing inwards. And I'm just going to do the lower half first, just like that. And again, keeping the foot flexed like so, and then rip up. You're a rebel, getting into trouble. You're kind of like a fire, like a fire, like a fire. Unpredictable. So like I said, the hair grows like sideways, like downwards like that. So that's how you're going to want to apply the wax. So you pull the skin like so, you pull it tight, that way it's just easier to apply. I did go ahead and reheat the wax because it needed it. And I'm just gonna go in halves that way and hold, so under the thigh like that, I'm pulling it tight and then rip up. So hold the skin tight under the thigh and pull up. Okay, so now to do this side, and that's your last bit. If you check the direction of the hair growth, that's how you want to apply the wax. So now if I pull my skin up like that, then I can apply it, pull it down. I've just got my leg propped up on the couch, it's just easier that way. Use the opposite hand, pull it tight, and then rip up. And then this is my last bit here. If you feel like you've missed any hairs that you can see that the strip didn't get, you can use tweezers and just pluck them out. It really doesn't hurt. But I'm actually really happy with how mine turned out. So I'm just going to moisturize now. It's extremely important, as well as exfoliating before you start. Extremely important to moisturize when you're done. So I'm just using this body oil. Any body oil will do. Sometimes even olive oil or coconut oil will work great. So just taking a bit of that. This will really soothe the skin and also get rid of any excess wax that might be on there. The redness, like I said, that will go away. Don't be concerned about it. It will go away within a few hours, and that's pretty much it. So now it's all nice and moisturized and shiny and completely smooth and hair-free. That's pretty much it, you guys. I think it's pretty simple, and once you do it a few times, you won't even think about it. It will just come naturally. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked it. He just loves the camera. Don't you? You didn't love the camera. Oh my goodness. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.